Let me make sure you can hear me all right. Yeah. I want to make sure that you hear me all right because I think that realistically, the game wishes that it was Kendrick that he was going up against. I bet you that. But we have the game going up against YG tomorrow at the Verzuz, right? Which is going to be dope. I already know it's going to be dope. Like, they're going to do some classics. And I want to definitely play the classics. But let's not also forget, right, that the game had said that he's the best rapper from Compton. And we all know who else is from Compton, right? Yeah, that's right, Kendrick Lamar. Not to mention a few other rappers. YG, who he's also battling, is from Compton. And that reminds me, I have to pull up this Joe Budden clip that I think they just did today, by the way. And they were saying, oh, well, it's going to be in Cali, the Verzuz. I'm like, well, of course it's going to be in Cali. Where else would it be, man? Where do you think they're going to have a battle with two West Coast MCs? In New York? Come on, man. But anyways, we'll come back to that. The main part that I'm making right now, that I was coming to some of y'all up on YouTube and the TikTok, you know what I'm saying? Hey, shout out Stokes. Thanks for the likes coming in, man. Appreciate you, fam. I'm going to play this clip real quick from the game. I was talking about the game battle Verzuz that's coming up tomorrow. I'm going to hope that I can watch it. I have a few things going on that I have to attend to. So I'm going to try to see if I can watch the battle. I mean, I'm going to definitely watch it. I just don't know if I'll be able to watch it when it's happening. But I'm going to do my best to at least see what's going on or the highlights. You know, I'll be with friends and family, which is a great thing. So I'll be doing that. But I'm going to try to see what's going on with this battle too. We got to. But the point that I'm making is that since, and tell me if I'm not wrong, I've heard the game take subliminal, well, maybe not even subliminal. I mean, didn't he just go up on Twitter not too long ago and he just went up and said that he felt that Not Like Us was also about him, not just Drake? Let's see if we can play a clip. I'm going to play a clip for reference. For now, for context, let's go back to the Shannon Sharp interview where Shannon asked him, who's the best rapper from Compton? Like, I think we need to play this for, for context.
Who's the best rapper on the West? Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it ain't. That's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody outrap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit, too, if it came down to that. So it's like, I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, Game, I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason...
It's funny because Cube's not even from Compton. But not only that, Ice Cube, I would say straight up, man, that Ice Cube's not from Compton. So that's another thing. It's like, why did they even say Ice Cube? From, you know what I mean? Like, he's not even from Compton. That's one thing I've learned. Like, this whole Club Shay Shay thing, it's cool and all, but y'all gotta realize too, real quick, that they ain't speaking There's no pushback. There's no pushback. Yo, make sure
Isn't
we,
it cute?
that we
Can
share
I
this
rap
too,
music?
man, so we get some more people up in here.
Because I
Hold on.
used Cube's, I used Cube's legacy.
So, did we hear, like, we're getting ready for the show right now, right? We're getting ready for the show that's coming up tomorrow in Los Angeles for the Verzuz. Game versus YG. Both from Compton. Now, this is another thing that I have to ask, too. Is this what it's about? Like, are we about now having just rappers from the same coast battle each other? Like, I thought Verzuz was supposed to be more so about, rappers that are just dope or came out at that time period and put out some dope music, right? Am I right or am I wrong? Give me some likes if you feel what I'm saying. Like, you know what I mean? So we can get some more people up in here. We're just getting started. Yo, my name is beatGrade. We gonna do it right here. But yeah, man. Here. We're gonna try something real quick on the talk. Let me try something real quick. Yo, that's a weird picture too. See all these weird pictures that they put of these dudes? Here. This is where we're going to come with right here. It's like how we had Rick Ross with his album sales that didn't do anything, which I had said before on a stream earlier. And then 50 Cent was clowning him. I said this. This is where hip-hop is right now. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you for the likes coming in. Let's play the YG, because this is what people are saying is going to be his best. We're have to play the game. Let's see if this is ignorant or not. So he's rapping 50 Cent's verse. Hold on. You said what? What'd you say? Is Angel? You said the song called Gamble and Quantil made it. I'm not sure what song that is. You said it's wrong. It's best 20 of all time best songs on each artist. It's not a battle. So which song are you talking about? I'm not sure I know what song you're talking about, but shout out Tyrone. You know what I mean? Thank you, ZZ Monk, for the live, liking the live. Yeah, we'll go back to playing a little bit more of the game, but I guess this is like some footage of him getting upset at a fan for not standing up at his show. Let's see what happens, right? I mean, but yeah, I know it got a little cut off right here, which it shouldn't have, the headline, but it's is rap music being used to influence the ghetto? And hold on, yo, or don't hold on. Let me make sure I got your guys' comments coming in here. Yeah, is rap music being influenced, you know what I mean, towards the ghetto and all that? Thank you for the likes coming in. The ghetto influences the rap. Hold on, let me go back to the ghetto influences rap music more than the other way around. Moretto says, bro, look like Jeezy from 2005. Is that me? You saying I look like Jeezy? Shit, I hope not. I would hope that I'm better looking than that. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm better looking than that, but hey, I'll take it. Hold on. I mean, dude's a multi-millionaire, so I mean, if you're comparing me to a multi-millionaire, saying that I look like that, hey, that's cool with me. You know what I mean? But thank you for the likes coming in. So yeah, man, we were talking about game and the rap music and the rap game, right? Is it good or is it bad? And you know what's interesting? Is that I researched this on Google. And I researched, is rap music actually good for society? And guess what it told me? It told me, nah, not really. Here, let's play the game while I do this. Give me a second. Listen to this. This is the game rapping right here, telling a fan to stand up because he feels disrespected. Thanks for the likes coming in, though. Igrenato and ZZ. Appreciate you. Come on. All right, girl. Hey, love the underdogs on top. And I'm gonna shine. Go ahead, MVP me. Hey, hold on. One second. Hey, man. Hey, you gotta get your cool ass up. You gotta stand up, man. Hey, now we gotta start over. Cause this cool motherfucker, he like this. He like, yeah, that's right, King. Do that shit, Holmes. Do it. Stand your ass up with us, motherfucker. Start it over. Hey, if you say, hey, hold on. If you sit your ass down, we gonna start the fucking over. You'll never get home fucking with me. You ain't about to be sitting down at fools like this. Do it, Holmes. Hate it or love it, fool. Yeah, bitch, you gotta sing with us tonight, motherfucker. Hey, one more time. Can't believe that he's rapping since first. And we'll come back to that one. Yeah, I can't believe he's rapping 50 Cent's verse. See, this is what we said the other day about Rick Ross. You can't be rapping other people's verses. Here, we'll let this one play real quick.
It's kind of a surreal moment, but
YG at the pop-up.
the nigga I did up.
Oh, what's up? Okay. What the fuck? One black, fuck. Oh, what y'all do? I got my west side, keep bragging in the bag, what's happening? Phone Glock 7, there ain't no need for no cash, and I got put on my phone, nigga, wasn't need for no business. I'm gonna get up on the hand, no cap. Let me do a west up, hit it with the left, pop, two to the chin, pop, one to the chest, one to the rear, that hand, and the thing connect. Dropping, but didn't stop me, but that's disrespect. Yeah, got put up, trick time pocket, yeah, I got put up. That's right, hey, it was hard in the hood, I was rapping, I always said, I know every city, that's all I was like, oh, what's up,
I'll say that the energy right there at the concert with YG and Mother will definitely win the disc. You know what I'm saying? But this is the thing too, though, man. Like DJ Mustard did a lot of the big tracks for Kendrick, right? He did a lot of the big tracks for Kendrick. Not Like Us. What was it? TV Off, and all these other songs. But it's also like we have to understand this. That's what DJ Mustard did with Kendrick. So is Verzuz, and this is what I'm asking, like, is Verzuz trying to capitalize on that and have like that Compton energy? You know, there's a lot of other rappers from other parts of LA. Not every rapper has to be from Compton or Long Beach. Okay? And that's the issue. That's what a lot of people be forgetting sometimes. A lot of people be forgetting sometimes that there's a lot of rappers out there that don't necessarily all have to be just from Compton. But, you know, whatever. What I find is interesting is that that's what the industry wants to continue to promote. They want to promote these neighborhoods where all the greats and the legends came from, whether it be Compton or it be Manhattan or it be Brooklyn. And I think at this point, especially the fact now that hip hop is worldwide, you know, right? Like, it's worldwide from what I'm saying. I would think now at this point that we can start looking in some other cities now. And that's what some other people were saying. That's the good thing about the internet. The internet has made it a situation now, or a good situation, I should say, where now we don't have to just rely on our region. We can look across the country, or if not, across the world. And that's the great thing about that. Because before, there was all kinds of gatekeepers, and there was all kinds of people that were just like, nah, they're going to try to control what's going on here. But, you know, to go back, I mean, that's like a whole record industry story anyways. To go back to this battle, I want to say this. I've heard Game, right? I've heard Game say multiple times, and he says in this interview right here on Club Shay Shay, that he is the best rapper from Compton. And technically, we all know who else is from Compton. A lot of great MCs. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? As a rapper, you should consider yourself to be the best. You know, you should say, like, I am the best. I believe that I am the best rapper. Okay? I get that. But my other point is that, well, isn't it interesting that right after that, well, not like right after, but shortly after, not like only a few months ago, but shortly after, we have now the Game is about to battle YG. But I think we know that he really wants it to be Kendrick.
You gotta get your cool ass up. You gotta stand up, man. Get your, hey, now we gotta start over, because this cool motherfucker, he like this. He like, yeah, that's right, kid. Do that shit, Holmes. Do it. Stand your ass up with us, motherfucker. Start it over. Hey, if you, hey, hold up. Get your arm, start the fucking over. You ain't about to be down that foot like this. Don't scare me, fool. Yeah, bitch, you gotta sing with us tonight, folks. Hey, we want to walk. Hey, shout out that girl, that cool thing. She got red, she doing her shit. See? Yeah.
The game's getting ready for his performance tomorrow with YG. And like I said, man, I've heard other people talk about this, but let me be honest with you. I don't think anybody else is going to break it down like how we break it down. You know what I mean?
Make some noise for Since we got a oh shit.
I might have to cut this part out later, but this is a classic right here. So this is what YG's going to do with the battle with the game. That's what we're going over right now.
If you know the Soul City, I'm saying I'm a rap for my motherfucking nigga. Oh, daddy, I'm a down with my feet on track. Every penny that's out of my nigga. That's right. And I'm going to what? My nigga. Motherfucking nigga, man. My nigga, man. Listen. Sing first, so that's how you rap shit right now. That's what it's doing. All my niggas do it for all my niggas. If you niggas wanna, you give it up for bitch, no name, my nigga. Take a homie, shit, that's nigga, no bitch, yes, my nigga, fuck, I'm first pass, so my nigga, hit my first pass, you go fuck up with a nigga, for my nigga, ride for my nigga, this ain't no rap for my motherfucking nigga, most likely I'ma die with my finger on the side. The nigga that did all this shit in this country,
We're going to bring it right back. I got to say, man, YG was coming with the energy on that. It's going to be interesting to see what he does at the verses. And that's what I was going to say to some of y'all. Like, y'all tell me, what do you think? Who do y'all got? Who do y'all got, man? Like, do you have YG? You know, and this is what I got to play the Joe Budden clip. I got to play the Joe Budden clip real quick. Because, and I think they just put this out today. The Joe Budden clip shows them talking about that like, oh, everybody says that YG is not going to win this battle at all and that we can count him out, right? And that the game is going to definitely for show win this battle. But you know what's interesting? Is that when I was listening to the Joe Budden podcast, and if I can pull that up. Yeah, when I was listening to their podcast today, they straight up said, they're like, I mean, you know, I'll let them say it. And I was just like, I understand in some ways you got to be politically correct, but some things I feel like, you know, I think some people might know the game songs a little bit more. But I get it. It's all for fun, right? It's all for fun at the end of the day. Because, come on, man. You're not going to have two people battle from Compton that don't get along with each other, right? Right? Hold on. Let me say it like this. Are we really going to have two people from Compton that don't get along with each other battle? And not even that, but the Joe Rogan podcast.
I don't got to start that in. Y'all want to?
No, let's start.
Oh, guess what? They're going to be in California. It's not California, yo. It's Los Angeles. For those of you that don't know, for those of you that aren't from LA, it's not California. It's Los Angeles. And well, that's what it is. This battle, where it takes place, maybe it's LA, maybe it's not, but I just know that we don't call it that out here.
You can call me a Verzuz guy. I don't give a fuck.
They're called worse.
I think me and Ice gonna be. I think me and you gonna agree on this.
Well, they announced another Verzuz, which will be later this week. It's Game versus YG.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Damn, that's quick.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, I saw a lot of, this don't even make sense. Game is gonna wash. I think y'all look for a rude awakening.
Yeah.
YG's gonna surprise. And it's in Cali.
It's in Cali? Oh, yeah. I got YG.
Cali?
I got YG.
I got YG winning. Okay, so
That's my point right there. It's in Cali. Oh, and it's in Cali. It's in Cali. Yo, it's not in Cali. It's in LA. That's where the battle is. It's not in Cali. First off, that's what needs to be corrected here. And y'all should know this by now. Just like I know that y'all don't call it Manhattan. You call it the city. Y'all should know this by now. But I digress. Shall we continue? We shall.
we all agree. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, and I like Gabe's music more.
I love
I
probably,
love Gabe's music.
YG
Not
out
in
there
California.
is different. It's
Not
different.
in California. He has anthems
Not in
out there.
California.
Game raps better. Game makes better albums. Game is the better artist.
Did they say California again? Not in California. Oh, man. They don't know how cringe that sounds. Not in California. Common sense, Game way better, but again, personality, we don't like him. What are you saying? You like Common Sense or you don't like Common Sense? And just to make sure you're talking about Common, right? You're talking about Common or you're talking about Common Sense Game, or you mean Common Sense in general, not the rapper, because there is a rapper or used to be named Common Sense. So now that I reread that, you said Common Sense Game way better, but again, personality. Okay, now I get your comment. Yeah, I get it too. I think that the Game has an interesting personality. There's no doubt about that. I definitely think that. But for the most part, it's like let's play the part where he talks about how he's the best rapper from Compton. For those of you that are joining in right now, so we can make sure we're all caught up. Because we got some people on both of the streams, so make sure you guys are liking and subscribing and following to the channel. We're talking about some real hip hop here, and we're getting ready for the battle that's about to happen between YG and the Game. But again, my point is that I believe that the Game really wants to battle Kendrick Lamar. And I should have saved the picture right here too. I should have put the picture up right here. I think the Game really wants to be down with Kendrick Lamar. And not only does he want to be down with Kendrick Lamar, what I also think is that I think that he wants to battle Kendrick Lamar because let's just say this. This beef, or it's not a beef. It's not a beef. I take that back. It's not a beef. My bad. This Verzuz, this play battle, this friendly competition, right? Between two rappers that happens to be from Compton, the Game and YG, right? Let me ask this. Why did they have to pick two rappers from Compton? And is this because the Game says that he's the best rapper from Compton? So whoever wins this battle is going to be considered what, like the semi-finalist of the best rapper from Compton? You know what I mean? Like the semi-finalist from the best rapper from Compton. And then what? And then after that, it's like, okay, Kendrick is probably going to be watching. So Kendrick Lamar is probably going to be like, well, all right, so I guess this is the rapper that won from Compton, whether it be Game or YG. If I was gambling in Vegas, I'd put my money on the Game. I feel like YG will win a few rounds, though. YG's going to get a few rounds. But I think overall the Game's going to win. Because documentary, nah, man. Like, Game's first album, the documentary, is somewhat a classic. I could say that. I think I can say that it's up there. It's up there. As a matter of fact, let me make sure I add that to the list. I'm glad you guys got me thinking about that because I have been putting the list together for those of you that know. And you're right. That needs to be mentioned in the list. Like in the top 50 probably. The Game, the documentary. Let me make sure I make a note of that. Making a note of that on my computer as we speak. This is all live, yo. This is live, baby. Thank you. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. We're talking about real hip hop here. Yeah, the documentary, man, definitely goes in the top 30. That album belongs, maybe not the top 30, but definitely probably the top 50. What y'all think? I think that the documentary could definitely go into the top 50 greatest rap albums of all time. I think I just saw your tweet. Man C, you said it. Yo, is this real? Yes, it's very real. It's very real. We're actually talking about real hip-hop right now. Well, I don't know if we can consider this battle real hip-hop because, like I said in the title of this video, the Game wishes it was Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, he wishes it.
Taking it right there. Elite. Taking it right there.
It leave me no choice.
Yeah. He wishes that this was Kendrick Lamar. And he's probably thinking like, man, too bad that I'm not able to battle Kendrick Lamar, so now I have to battle YG instead. Who's like the other up and coming rapper from Compton. That's what happened. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, Isaac, yeah. Here, let me see. You said that. Wait, hold on. Crits, if I see your comment correctly. You said that his catalog is better than Kendrick Lamar? We got to have some of these comments come up on the screen. You said his catalog is better? No way. YG probably with the whole thing so slightly. YG gonna run to his Drake feature like everyone else. Well, Game got Drake features too. Compton, YG, The Doc, and Dotted Uniform. Crits, you said Lax too. The Game 1000%. Yeah, Game win easily, man. You say. Yeah, I agree with you. Kendrick Lamar ain't hitting like that. Nothing. I mean, it's not about Kendrick Lamar hitting or not. Listen, Kendrick Lamar is not going to do a versus anyways. He's too big for that. But even if, okay, like even if, or let's go to this image, yeah. Even if Kendrick Lamar decided to do a versus, he probably would be like, hey, you know what? I'm going to do all of my hits. Even though I'm super famous, I'm going to do all of my hits because that's the whole purpose and that's what you do at a versus. You know what I mean? Y'all tell me. But for the most part, what I say is this, man. I say that the documentary alone has better tracks than whatever it's called, than whatever YG is coming with. All right. All right. Let's just be honest here, right? And let me make sure I can see some of your comments real quick. Sure, it's coming on Facebook or whatever. All right, I think I see you guys. Do I have you guys coming in? All right, all right. Just want to make sure I can see the comments. Yeah, man. That's the whole point of what this video is about. The whole point of this video is basically saying that the Game obviously wanted to battle Kendrick. And you see, it's interesting how we have this picture of the Game. I know for some of y'all that can't see it on TikTok, I'll upload it later. I'll upload it in a minute. Or actually, you know what, let's see if we can grab it real quick on TikTok. Let's see. I'm going to see. Give me a second, TikTok. Because I want them to be in unison with what my lecture is here. You know, I want to make sure. Let's see if we can pull this up on TikTok. I want to get the picture of the Game with Kendrick Lamar. Because we have it here, up here on YouTube. And you guys tell me, we already, I think, in unison believe, here it is, that the Game is going to most likely beat YG. But can we also know like what your opinion is of if Game were to battle Kendrick? Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh, look, I think I might have the picture. Look, I got the picture. I got the picture of Kendrick and Game. I'm getting pretty good at this. This is one of my goals. Let me swap the pictures in the middle of a stream. But not on the laptop, on the TikTok, on the app. All right. So, yes. This is the image that I wanted to say. Because it's like it's good for you to see this on TikTok. The Game 1000% wishes that he was Kendrick. Yeah, I agree with you, Isaac. I agree with you 100%. Let's make sure that came through. I want to make sure that I'm able to see you guys. Yeah. He said the Game wishes that he was 100% Kendrick. Yeah, man. I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. But the reason why I have this picture pulled up right here with him and Kendrick is because if you notice carefully right here, Kendrick Lamar happens to be wearing the damn hoodie, right? And the Game actually went back to say that he believed that Kendrick had dissed him or tried to diss him or something like that on the damn album. Let me see what you say. That's a much better V2 version. You said the first time I ever heard K Dot was on Blackwell Street mixtape in 2006. Wow. Well, that goes way back. I think the first time I heard Kendrick was when he did the Section 80. And of course, like everybody else, I saw his videos trending on YouTube. But then I heard about him at the Paid Dues Festival, which I said in another stream. A lot of people don't know about that, but Kendrick was doing these festivals. And I was like, yo, man. What a dope artist. And I remember he packed one of the rooms so much that they could barely even fit the people inside the room. That they were about to call the fire marshals and everything. Like that's how many people wanted to go see him perform at the festival. That were at the festival. Like that's how packed it was. They had to shut it down. So I was like, okay, yo, who is this dude? This dude seems like he might be promising. But not only that, like I said, to go back to this image, it's a very interesting image. Because right here it shows Kendrick Lamar rocking the damn hoodie. Now, I don't know where they're at. It looks like they're at some kind of movie theater or bar or restaurant or something like that. But for whatever it's worth, the Game was claiming this, and I don't even want to play the other clip because the other clip is stupid. I watched it, thankfully, and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to play that on the stream. But there's another interview of the Game or one of his producers or managers. One of those types of people, right? And they say that he believed that there was a part of Not Like Us that was directly to him. And it's just like, yo, man. Oh, so now you're trying to insert yourself into the beef with Drake. And I think those of us that have been paying attention, we all know for the most part that Drake and the Game get along. Right? We all know that for the most part. K-Dot is overrated. He nice. CT, you say. The Game messed up his career. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Kendrick music ain't hitting this. Like, I just want to make sure I said that part right. Said Kendrick music ain't hitting like that, truth be told. Yeah, if Chris is still on the line, could you please elaborate in what you mean by that? Like, please elaborate, but what you mean by when you said Kendrick music ain't hitting like the truth or something like that, or the truth. Yeah, please elaborate what that means. Because I'm not sure that we know exactly what you mean right there. But I will say this, though, man. I will say this. TikTok is definitely on some dumb shit, that's for sure. I'll say that. That's for sure. Yeah. But at least they let us do these streams, right? At least they let us do these streams. I just want to make sure that we can pull up some of the chats that are coming in on the TikTok right now. I want to make sure that I can pull it up. Give me a second. You might hear some feedback right here in just a second, but here. As a matter of fact, while we do this, I'm going to play this.
To help me sharpen. Right. I use Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I use Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
absolutely.
But
you see the way he walked, you
be able to, go crazy.
Right.
You know, but right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me.
You still the best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
No one was ready for what just happened. C-Dance 2.0 just dropped.
Yeah, see? What y'all think?
I think we're going to talk about it.
Definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Is it? I think we're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about it now. Now, we just saw who had that versus. We had No Limit and Birdman.
So this interview again with Club Shay Shay and the Game just came out a few months ago. Not even that long ago, as you can see right here. Didn't come out that long ago. Right? And they're talking about verses, right? They're talking about doing the verses and doing all that stuff. And then now we have Game doing the verses with YG. And I just find it so interesting because it's like, yo, he says that he's the best rapper from Compton. And there's a lot of people from around the world, you know what I mean, who like Kendrick Lamar, right? I mean, and there's a lot of people around the world who like Game too. We ain't gonna take that away from him. There's a lot of people around the world who like Game too. But for the most part, from what I'm seeing, is that most of these people who are from around the world who like Kendrick, K-Dot, yo, man, I think if you're going to call yourself the best rapper from Compton, you're going to have to battle Kendrick. That's just what it is. You're going to have to battle Kendrick. And that's why this is the purpose and the name of this video, why the Game wishes it was Kendrick. Yeah. Yeah, man, this is why the game wishes that he was really battling Kendrick, because if he were able to battle Kendrick and win in a versus, which I don't think that he would, to be honest with you, if I had to put my money on it, I would put my money on Kendrick. Like, yo, like straight up. If I were to put my money on this, I would put my money on Kendrick. But a lot of y'all are correct. YG, on the other hand, let's see if we can find that. Oh yeah, that was like if hip hop is bad for the culture. We're gonna come back to that. Yeah. YG, on the other hand, he got some dope tracks, man. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna front and say that he don't have dope tracks. But for the most part, I gotta say, man, I think the game has more hits that we can all remember. Am I right or wrong? I think the game has more hits, man. And let's not be honest, or let's be honest, shall I say. Not only, I think a lot of people will say that the documentary, I think unanimously, like I said before, unanimously, most people agree that the documentary is the game's best album. But not only that, not only is it his best album and that there's no skips on that album, but come on, man, his tracks with 50 Cent, Hate It or Love It, This Is How We Do. This is how we do. Yo, I don't know what to tell y'all. This is how we do. Yeah, so, but somebody posted this, which is very interesting to see. YG set with DJ Mustard, who we all know also did the Not Like Us for Kendrick Lamar. Round of applause for that. I mean, what a big song for that, man. Let me make sure that we got that playing. We got to send a round of applause for that. Kendrick Lamar doing that song with DJ Mustard just made DJ Mustard's career. Like, I don't think DJ Mustard has to ever question about his beats getting picked up ever again after doing those big songs for Kendrick. It's almost like a Scott Storch doing songs for Dre or Eminem or 50.
My nigga. What? My nigga. My motherfucking nigga. My nigga. Listen, first thing first, I love all my niggas. That's right. The rap shit, cause I never did something, but that's disrespect. Got put up. That's right. Hey, it was hard in the hood, I was rapping. I know girls from single block. We selling for the hundred, but he also down this tip. This gotta call the homie, this got bust. Niggas got to go, we can't pull out. What's up, nigga?
Here, we're gonna run this one back. Run that one back.
This gotta call the homie, shit got bust on. Niggas gotta go, we can't pull off. Nigga, what's up, nigga? What blood?
Well, since we kill a bit, just like take too much of your time. Sometimes pop out and show niggas.
Oh, shit! I be planning outside out there with my nigga. What? My motherfucking nigga, my nigga. Listen. First thing first, I love all my niggas. That's right. The rap shit, curtain line, all my niggas. That's right. You looking for something, and he all my niggas. He set up for the hot, I need all my niggas. Some niggas smoke, some niggas drink. I got niggas on the block with the record on. They'll back it up, some nigga back up. They ain't that bucket at me. I got that. If you niggas wanna, he talking like a stitch now. That's right. He tripping off a bitch, no, they ain't my nigga. That's right. Take a homie, can't see it, that's my nigga. No 6, I went 8, yeah, that's my nigga. Fuck my first bitch pass. Oh, my nigga hit my first bitch pass with my nigga. We go fuck up with a nigga, cause I'm down for my nigga. Ride for my nigga, cause I'm fucking my nigga. For my motherfucking nigga. Most likely I'ma die with my finger on the trigger. I be grinding outside all day with my niggas. And I ain't going in, it's I'm with my nigga. Now everybody make bam, come on, bam, bam, come on, bam. Nigga bam, come on, bam. Nigga bam, come on. God damn. The fuck going on up in this motherfucker, goddamn. Now I like that energy, but I kind of want to go back a little further than that. Come on, play some, nigga. Bitch, you proud. What? Don't talk to me. It's alright. What? And we used to fuck, but I got fat. Oh, shit. Okay, bitch, you. Don't talk to me. And we used to fuck, but I got fed up. We eat. Bitch, shoot. Nah. Like when we was trying to make them things, like before, that's the thing, but that thing. The thing before that thing that got us to that thing, that got us to this thing. That thing. Oh, shit. Okay. If you know the song, see, yeah. If you know the song, see, go.
Yo, if he did Tooted and Booted, that's pretty dope. I will say that. Let's run that one back real quick. If he did that song, that is dope.
Motherfucker, goddamn. Now I like that energy, but I kind of want to go back a little further than that. Come on, play some, nigga. Bitch, you proud. What? Don't talk to me. It's alright. What? And we used to fuck, but I got fat. Oh, shit. Okay, bitch, you. Don't talk to me. And we used to fuck, but I got fat. We eat. Bitch, you. Like when we was trying to make them things, like before, that's the thing, but that thing, the thing before that thing that got us to that thing, that got us to this thing. That thing. Oh, shit. Okay. If you know the song, see, yeah. If you know the song, see, go. Hey. I took it to the crib. You know what? Yeah, to the everybody sing. Sing that shit. Okay. Oh, shit. She think I'm cute. She wanna have sex. Girl, knock it off, you know you can't hear it. She think I'm cute. She wanna have sex. Girl, knock it off, you know you can't hear it. She tell me run it. I tell her run it. She never seen these chickens till she met my...
Hey, I'm up here, sit straight, gang, never know, sipping after we did it. She was walking with a limp, bust it open, leave it wet. And you know I need to suck it, who that? I don't never club, I say, okay. I met her in the club, you know I was drunk. I had to her name, I said I wanna fuck, and I YG, you know I fuck.
Okay, yeah. TikTok is getting a little mad at me for playing the YG tracks. But these are basically the songs that he's going to perform at his set against Game tomorrow. I forgot that he did the Tooted and Booted. And don't forget, this is when they had the battle against Drake with the Kendrick Lamar pop-up. So, you know, the crowd was hyped. He was one of the openers.
Tell me who you love, baby. Tell me who you love, bitch.
This is the one we've been waiting for anyway. So I'm glad that we gotta play this one. If we're gonna play any of these songs, we gotta play this one. This is his hit.
Tell me who you love, baby. Tell me who you love, bitch. Who do you love? I'm a nigga with the plug. Say what? I'm a nigga who got homies that be.
Oh, you gotta do the song. Tell me you did the song, right?
I'm trying to stand the club.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
One time. Hey, I mean this nigga got his motherfucking first #1. Make some noise for that shit, goddamn. We in this motherfucker, it's a Compton thing in this motherfucker, it's a Compton thing, it's a LA thing up in this motherfucker. Okay. Mustard was heavy. Let's just go. Oh shit, you ready? You know the song, sing this motherfucker. Okay. Let's do it. I'm that nigga with the plug. I'm that nigga who got homies that be selling. I'm that nigga on the backseat, oh with the fat heat, nigga better run like okay. I'm that nigga, what? My bank of America count us. I'm that nigga on the block, the police pull up. I'm trying to stash the glove. You that nigga on the low. You that nigga in the work, man, you talking to the popo. I'm pouring shit out for the G. Hold up, niggas getting for the beat. Pin him on the sheet on the 911. That's right. I call my homies 911. Okay. I'm that nigga with the jewel. I never do my nigga like bitch. Hey. What's that bitch? I can't hear you. Hey. Tell me who you love, baby. Tell me who you love, bitch. Who you love? Tell me who you love, baby. Tell me who you love, bitch. Who do you love? I'm a nigga with the plug. Say what? I'm a nigga who got homies that be selling drugs.
Nobody's denying the fact that YG don't have hits. Nobody's denying the fact of that. What we're basically speaking on is that can he hold up against the Game? I think that's what the conversation is. And from what I see, that's what a lot of y'all have been saying in the comments, is that obviously, you know, he doesn't stand a chance against Game. And I know I should have played a little bit more of it earlier, but you know what? I didn't really watch it, so I wanted to watch it with y'all, but I didn't really see YG's set at the pop-up. So it's kind of cool that we have this filmed and we can go back and we can watch the sets that maybe we didn't see. And how many of y'all saw YG set at the Kendrick Lamar pop-up or pop-out? We usually call it pop-ups, but you know what I'm saying? He called it the pop-out. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta pop out, show niggas.
Taking it right there.
Yeah. Kendrick, man. He definitely did some things. And then now it's so interesting too how Kendrick Lamar puts out a song, right? He puts out a song a snippet, and everybody's just going crazy about that. Everybody goes crazy about Kendrick Lamar. He put out 16 bars. He's been so quiet, but that's great. That's great, man. Like, he's remaining mysterious as he should. And maybe that could be the issue with the game. And I think I heard a couple of y'all say this earlier. Y'all said something like, well, you like the game as a rapper, but you feel that you don't like his personality. Or like maybe he was doing too much dumb shit personal wise. Not that it should really matter, but it's just like, yo, I get it, man. He said some things, and just like the whole Compton thing, but I mean, I don't know. Like, let me go back real quick again and watch that question. Like, how do you answer a question like that, right?
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today? I mean, how do you answer a question like that? Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today? And you're a West Coast rapper.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast? Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, that's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody out-rap me, man.
Well, that's what it is, man. Let me play this other track too, though, real quick. I'm just saying, man. Like, the game is definitely his first album. There was the documentary too, which was okay. He had a few other albums on there, but yeah, the first album, it's not only does he have Dr. Dre, or Dr. Dre obviously executive producing it, but he also has, I believe, a beat by Scott Storch. I'm not 100% sure. We can look that up. I'm sure he's worked with them. But he's also done tracks with so many other producers like Timberland and other bangers that it's just like, man. Let's look it up real quick. The game, Scott Storch. See if they have any songs together. Yes, it looks like they do, of course. Scott Storch provided instrumentation for several key tracks. For several key tracks across the game's discography, notably including the hit Let's Ride and Too Much from okay, so also, yes, exactly, he contributed to West Side Story, which was on the documentary. A lot of people think, and that's a great point, I'm glad that I actually looked that up, that's one of the game's biggest songs is West Side Story. Shout out to me for remembering that. He's probably going to do that song. I wouldn't doubt it, right? I would not doubt that the game does that song. Okay? But the point that I want to make is that, yes, it was interesting that when that song came out, West Side Story, you know, the do, 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 do. I mean, we don't need to play. I mean, we could play it for reference, but, you know, the video will definitely get flagged then. It's already gotten flagged, but it's like, yo, we're just talking about hip-hop. And it's like, yo, man, they just be flagging the videos like, yo, nah, you can't talk about real hip-hop. Don't talk about real hip-hop. You can talk about that dumb shit, though. Like, let's talk about that. Let's talk about that Lotto and that Sexy Red, right? Or not Sexy Red, but yeah, Sexy Red too. And Drake. But other than Sexy Red and Drake, can we also talk about Lotto and Doja Cat? That's what we can also be talking about, right? Yeah, let's talk about Lotto and Doja Cat and their new steamy hot video. According to what the tabloids say. You know what I mean? The tabloids talking all that trash, man, and putting out all that degeneracy. Feel what I'm saying?
Taking it right there. They leave me no choice.
All right. I want to play this one clip real quick of the rest of the Joe Budden one. Or yeah. So you guys can hear the craziness.
For a versus stage, well, YG it's apples to oranges.
YG came out at that pop up. It was like Michael Jackson or something went on the stage. Like people came rushing out of nowhere, bum rushing the whole.
So
shit.
you think the crowd in the venue are going to dictate who wins when we're watching it?
Yeah, they can.
It does a lot. Yeah,
They can.
Okay.
And that energy gonna be crazy.
I got game.
And people gonna forget how many anthems YG got.
Yep.
Yeah, but come on, Dream,
And then you add
nigga,
features
One
and shit.
Blood, nigga, Hate It or Love It. Like, what we talking about? What?
Yeah.
I don't think Dream does as well as you think it will in the versus crowd. I see everybody kept going to that record. YG got songs, bro. When BPT come on, you'll see it.
Yeah.
There might be one record in Game's catalog that could fuck with BPT on a versus stage. I'm not talking about the better rapping. I'm just specifically saying on a versus stage, hit for hit, in the California crowd, it ain't a lot of
This is how we do, nigga.
What's that
You
one
think this is how we gonna do good out there?
I was thinking this too.
How you think? How you think?
Yeah.
That right there. Those the big drop.
Yo, let's speak on this Joe Rogan podcast real quick. That's what we were playing real quick. Right here. Right? Let's speak on the truth on this real quick. Yeah. These dudes, to me, at least in this broadcast or what they were talking about, and I usually have respect for what they say, but I'm going to say this real quick. These cats right here, from the way they sounded, was like a bunch of old men who didn't really take the time to listen to what they're talking about. And they're just talking about what's trending on Twitter and YouTube and TikTok and social media. That's all it is, man. They're just talking about, at this point, this right here. At least this episode right here. It could be different for other things I might see. Yeah, it could be different. But from what I see right here, it looks like to me that it's like, yo, they didn't really take the time to listen to or talk about whatever it is that they're talking about. They're just like, oh, you know what? The Game got hits, but you know what though? You better watch out for YG. YG, he got some, like, oh, yo, you better watch out. Like, what? Yo, I gotta tell you, man. It made me say, like, what? Are y'all serious?
Taking it right there. It leave me no choice.
Yeah, I was like, yo, man. They've reached the point where they're just a bunch of older men talking about absolutely nothing that is important on the hip hop. And the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I know some of y'all say, well, why are you talking about it then if it's not important? Let me tell you why. Because I feel that if you have a voice where you are reaching millions of people, you should like take the time to think about the things that you're talking about and the messages that you're putting out there. And yeah, I mean, there are some things that some of these podcasters speak about that are, you know, dope and cool and realistic. And if you're feeling what I'm saying, please give a like, subscribe, because it helps the channel. It helps what we do. I put this out here, put it out here for the love. We do this for the culture. And that's why I'm speaking on this, man. So if you guys could like, subscribe, it helps the channel, helps the, you know, helps us do what we got to do. You know how the algorithm works on these things now. And it don't cost y'all nothing. But let me say, man, with this Joe Budden podcast, like how they were saying earlier what I was saying about the whole, yeah, the battle between Game and YG is going to be in California. Instead of saying LA, it just makes me feel like you haven't really taken the time to do your research. You know what I'm saying? And that you could care less. You could care less. They could care less, man. Just be real. Like, oh yeah. And you know, what's it called? What's their names? What's their names? Not Kendrick. Everybody know Kendrick. But yeah, they're gonna say like, oh yeah, YG and the Game. Yeah, they got a battle in California. That's like two rappers being from New York, right? And you know, like let's say like they're both from Brooklyn. Like I know this, you know what I mean? I know this and I'm not even from New York. But I've stayed in New York for a minute, so maybe this is why I know this. These dudes obviously have never really kicked it in L.A. But you would think that they had being the Joe Budden podcast, right? Being the Joe Budden podcast, you would think that they would have been around these streets a little bit. Anyways, I digress. Let me make sure you guys can hear me okay. Yeah, it's like me being from New York and saying, or you know, you're from Brooklyn or Queens, and you're like, yo, yeah, we have this battle going on, and it's in New York. It's in New York, but it's like, yo, if both of these rappers were from like, you know, Brooklyn, don't you think that that's like a good point to bring up? I don't know. That's what I think. If they were both from the same city, I think that that's a point that you might want to mention. But they say, oh, well, Game and YG are battling each other, and they're both from, and it's in California. said it's in California. I don't know if you guys understand how funny that sounds. Like being from LA. And so it says like, yo, the game, even if it was like Kendrick Lamar, hey, where's Kendrick Lamar? Kendrick Lamar's filming a video, right? And they were like, hey, where is it at? Where is it at? They'd be like, oh, it's in California. Kendrick Lamar's video shoot is being filmed in California. Nah, man, you would just say LA. You know what I mean? Just say LA. I can't believe that the Joe Budden podcast was saying that. I can't believe it, man. So when I hear things like that, that's when my spidey sense starts tingling and starts saying like, hey, you know what? Something's off here. Something's not right here. I don't know if I can take what these guys are saying seriously. Now, maybe some of it I can, some of it I can't. Some of it I could be like, all right, I could take some of that seriously. But there's also some other parts where it's just like, man, I don't know. Whatever they're talking about. It's like we're supposed to go to these guys to get our takes. This is who was voted by so-called industry platforms about like, yo, these guys are real journalists, right? So if they're real journalists, then I'm expecting some real journalism, right? And if I'm not mistaken, yeah. Check. Y'all hear me okay? If I'm not mistaken, I don't think I've been hearing some real journalism lately. Make some noise if you feel me on that, man. Feel me? I have not been feeling real journalism. A lot of these cats have been just talking about the same old thing and the same old this and the same old that. You know, and there were some other things I wanted to speak about. You know, like hip hop and its destruction on the communities and the ghettos and the black community and what's really going on. And we have these people who are millionaires and billionaires who'd rather spend their money, which I understand. That's understandable. That's understandable. You'd rather spend your money on doing something else than...
Well, since we're here, can I keep you here for a little bit? Just a little. I ain't gonna take too much of your time.
Who knows?
Sometimes you gotta pop out and show niggas.
Yeah, let's play this though.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Okay! If you know the South City, yeah! If you know the South City, oh!
So that's his biggest song. Right? That's one of his biggest songs, YG. But my point is this, is that I still don't think that any of YG's biggest songs, and I'm just going to go ahead and say this, and don't get me wrong, okay? Don't get me wrong. It'll still be very entertaining to watch this Verzuz between The Game and YG, especially coming from both from Compton. Make some noise from that. Coming both from Compton, man. They made it out the hood. Shout out, man. Shout out. But I will say this though. The Game, his tracks with 50 Cent let's just be honest. I mean, let's just be honest. And that's what it is right there. That's what it is right there. And maybe we might have to pull this up for context. I'm not going to be able to do it on the TikTok. I'm not going to try to risk it. But we'll say 50 Cent in the game. Even though they don't really get along anymore. But still, the hate it or love it, the tracks that they did together, interesting times, man. And 50 was very young at this time, too. So, you know, we can't forget when 50 Cent was doing the tracks with the game. Right? Now, question is this. I mean, it's not really a question. I was thinking about some other stuff. I was like, should we go through that whole beef between 50 Cent and the game and all that weirdness that started happening between them two? Should we go through that? Should we go through that? Nah, I don't think so. Nah, I'm good. But my point is this. The tracks that the game has with 50 Cent are much better. Like the one or two tracks. What is it? This Is How We Do, and Hate It or Love It. Those two tracks that the game has with 50, like, I gotta be real, just blows away YG's whole catalog. Now, and we already know this, but like I said, it will be entertaining to hear the game rap against YG, and they go up against their West Coast songs, and they're both from Compton, and it's being filmed in LA. Yeah. It's going to be very entertaining, you know what I mean? I get that. Yeah, round of applause. But that's not the main point, though, man. The main point, though, is that we know that Game really wants to go after Kendrick, right? And we'll come back to that in a minute. Like, these are some, like, we got some good pictures pulled up. Let me just see these other ones. Yeah. Yeah, we know that Game really wants to go after Kendrick. And the reason why this picture right here is trending is because, like I said earlier, and let me pull it up here for TikTok so you guys see which picture we're talking about here. Hold on. Yeah. Yo, yeah, you see that right there? That's why this picture is trending right here. Is because the game is trying to go out there now and say that Kendrick dissed him on Damn. And they got a picture of him right here posing with Kendrick while Kendrick has the Damn shirt on. But then not only that, but then now he wants to be delusional, which I think. Because not once did I ever think that the song Not Like Us was about the game. Or there was a verse in there. Or sneak disses. I don't know. But let's be honest. The game does seem like that type of a dude who would sneak diss himself into a beef. all to gain more attention and record sales, right? Am I right or wrong on that? Sound the alarm on that. Yeah. Yeah. Some people just want to insert themselves in certain beefs. That's all it is, man.
And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit too, if it came down to that. So it's like I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, game. I mean, the OG, man, there's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I used Cube's legacy to help me sharpen. I used Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I used Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
sounding alarm.
Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
absolutely. But you see the way he walked? We had No Limit and
a few months ago, he was in good spirits. And, he gave me my props. We bumped heads over the years, but again, I don't duck no smoke. So that's my brother, man. That's my brother. I don't cut no corners about my friendship with Drake. He always been solid with me. He ain't never done me no wrong. He always look out, for the kids when they want to go to shows and whatnot. And he had never done me no wrong. So
when Drake comes to Compton, when Drake comes to your home, to your hood,
right?
What is the undertaking that you have to take to make sure he can get in and out and have no issues?
Well, it's all love. But
Drake
number one, you have to be accepted and loved in your hood. You know what I'm saying? Which I am. I've always kept it a buck with people from my neighborhood coming up. I've been in Compton all my life. So it's not like I'm some implant.
Right.
I've been there all my life. I know everybody know me. People see me while I was in my dark days and know what I was capable of when I was on that type of time. And at this point, all around LA, it's a respect thing. Like I get nothing but like, what's up, big homie? What's up, gang? Like that's all around LA from any hood. So I think I'm far removed from getting banged on or tripped on because at this point, like, I'm a household name. So it is what it is. But yeah, Drake, it was easy in, easy out.
I mean, he's got to be one of the biggest rappers. I mean, I think he's probably the biggest.
Yeah.
Right now, one of the biggest artists. I mean, you can make a case. I mean, maybe Beyonce, Taylor Swift. I mean, maybe they're right there. But to hang out with somebody like him, I mean, you don't look at him like the outside world looks at him. You look at him like a homie.
You know what Drake does? Whenever he's in my presence, man, he always makes me feel like the bigger brother.
Right.
There's always a respect, and I think with him, it's never been I've sold more records than you or I got more money than you because he done both. When you breaking Beatles records, Michael Jackson doing all that, as a rap artist or whatever. Drake don't even have a music genre to fit in. He just Drake. It's one of those things. Like I'm not Black, I'm OJ, I guess. But yeah, man. He's always humble, man, in my presence, man, and I really, really appreciate that. It makes it easier to navigate the friendship that way.
Man, when you heard Drake, like, man, Drake suing his label, you like, huh?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. Nah, you misheard that.
That's me. I don't sue, but that's just me. And again, it's one of those things where I can't judge a man for doing what he thinks is just for himself, his career, his legacy, and his family. Right. It has nothing to do with me. I did say that I don't think he should do that, but again, that's just me being a brother. He don't have to listen to me.
Do you believe rappers need to check in when they come to LA? Because you see this, I mean, I've seen it before that somebody go to Chicago or they go to the old block or they go to this place and they need to check in.
I think people get that twisted, right? This ain't the old days where you come to LA and we gon' bully you or say you got to do this or else. I think it's just put you in a better position. if you know somebody that's from
That area.
the city that is in the genre of music that you're into, you give a call like, yo, I'm coming, what up, Brody? Just a courtesy call. And then me, genuinely, if you my homie, I'm going to make sure that you're straight, that you got guys that know this area. You know, when America sends troops.
Yeah. Right there was a little bit like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's spitting some truth right there, but we also just got to realize, like, man, come on. Come on, game. So, y'all tell me, man, are we getting ready for the battle tomorrow? That's why I just thought I'd jump on here, speak about this a little bit. I wanted to go a little further on some other topics, but you know what? I think we'll save that for the next stream because, yeah, we've been going for almost an hour and a half on here. Unless you want me to keep this going, then we can keep it going for a few more minutes because, yeah, man, nobody else is speaking the truth on this. Nobody else is speaking the reality on this. And as I've mentioned before in the title, the game wishes it was Kendrick Lamar for the Verzuz rap battle. He wants to battle Kendrick. They probably got paid money, right? Let's see if we can find it right here. Hold on. Yeah. And we got to go back to that Joe Budden one too in a minute. Yeah. They probably got paid money, man. Maybe not probably, they did, right? They got paid money to do this battle. And at the end of the day, I can't be mad at it. But it's like, hey, let's just be honest, man. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it real to what it really is. Because we all know that probably really, though, the game, he didn't want to go up against YG. I can't see the game really wanting to go up against YG. And therefore, also, YG not wanting to go up against the game. But you know what's also a very interesting factor about this? Yeah. Let me tell you what's also kind of interesting about this. What's also interesting is that they're both Bloods from Compton or represent Bloods. I mean, Game, I know a little bit more about his background more so than YG. But, you know, yeah, they both be representing Red, right? We don't have to pull that up, do we? Nah. Not on this stream. Not on this stream. So it's like, okay, y'all are both Bloods. Y'all are both from Compton. Certain neighborhoods. Although some stories say that YG grew up in Paramount, which is cool. And that's a dope city. Paramount's nice. There's a lot of good spots out, like in Paramount. A lot of good Mexican food spots out there. So it's like, okay, that's cool. Both from Compton. Kendrick, also being from Compton. Right? And this is what we have here. Let me know if y'all feeling what I'm saying right here. I was seeing like, oh, okay. Who was that was coming in right there saying that?
Overseas. They got a liaison, somebody that's over there who knows the area. Who
Hold on, we'll come back to this. Hold on, let's see if there was anything else that we missed on the Joe.
That song was so fucking good, yo.
Yeah. I'm telling you something.
Okay, I give this. But I don't know.
Of course, you gotta do this. Side, get whacking in the back that was happening. That 40 Glock snap by instinct, ain't no need for no caption. I got put on by 4 niggas, wasn't need for no bandage. I did my stuff like a young nigga, that's how I was handled. Homie threw a right duck, hit him with the left, bop, bop, 2 to the chin, bop, 1 to the chest.
Play the whole track.
I don't know what they're doing. I'm shocked at Ice. I saw Ice's tweets.
Yeah,
and I was
out of court now. Why you shocked at me?
Oh shit!
Why was I shocked at you?
Yeah. I'm just curious.
Because I've heard your commentary about Game over the years, and I almost feel like I've heard you say niggas don't want to see Game on a verse stage. I know how you feel about Game. So the fact that once it was announced and all your tweets to me looked like it was actually, you said it, I got YG.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
I do have, like I said in the beginning, Game is a much better. Game has probably, our opinion, top 5. Nothing about that on the versus though. I'm only speaking to this because if this was anything else, it's because
I'm confused.
California fucks with YG music.
I can't argue because on this stage, seen the regional sound dominant. Yeah, we've seen it. So I'm gonna say crazy. I'm gonna. I Game learn a lot,
and I get you on the
you made in the building because of. I don't know about this. I Game make it look like it's such a look.
See, YG didn't make it supposed to.
He's gonna make it look. But no, I can matching.
Let me ask you, what does Game do with?
Is that slower?
No.
Hey, man.
I'm telling you.
Hey, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Hey, I'm going to the bathroom. I ain't playing nothing. I'm dropping this tonight. I know what you got. Now you got to do. You got your phony nigga. You got a cord now for YG.
Because I knew what you was about to do. I thought you was going to come in here and start playing Game records, go Ali Boombaye and all that shit. And I'm ready. That's why. No, go ahead. I just played 2 records.
But I'm playing now. What are you doing?
You backed him down. Just show. You backed him down. That's some game shit.
Was he challenging me to like some type of real time pod versus nigga? No,
he was. No, I'm not doing that. You've done that in the past, and I ain't have a chord. So I said, you know what? I told Parks this morning. Let me get a chord.
Yeah.
You've done that. Yo, what he gonna do to this? And you plugged up and threw a record on. I gotta sit here with the
rapping.
See, I thought he was just asking a question, which is, what does he do when this comes on? I say concede. So you played 2 records. They
say he got 8 of them.
He got 8
of them.
He got 8 of them.
Dead ass.
They making me mad.
What's responding?
Ooh, they making me mad. I'm about to open this laptop.
Freeze, he think he's scared of somebody with that laptop.
Why with a laptop?
I think
I got a laptop too.
I feel like Game got a lot more records.
He does.
I feel like Game has a lot more records.
He don't have as many big records.
That's what we talking about. I'm only talking about for that
Game has
stage.
all the big records.
Please give me 4. You only gotta play them. Just say them if you want.
God.
Hate it or love it. One blood.
Okay. How we do?
This is how we do. That's 3.
Come on.
And Dream 4.
100. 100 is a better.
Yeah, that's right.
I wait 100.
Yeah.
5.
Game Drake 100.
Yeah. Game Drake.
Okay.
100.
Like, for real?
1 blood. Higher. Fucking this is off the top.
That's the whole point right there, man. Game got Ray, Kanye West, Pharrell, I think. He got big producers doing his beats. I'm not sure why G got that other than Mustard. And Mustard wasn't even really a big producer at the time. DJ Mustard got bigger after. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, DJ Mustard got bigger after the fact, like after he worked with Kendrick. So, I'm not sure if I can really agree with this whole take. See if there's anything we missed.
Games music.
YG
Not
out
in
there
California.
is
5.
Game Drake, 100.
yeah.
Yeah, Game Drake.
Okay.
100. One Blood. Higher. Fucking, it's just off the top,
Oh, yeah.
it's just off the top of my head.
This that I won't
Yeah, you
stop.
on your G on their back. I'm not talking to you.
Right.
You just G on it out right, now.
exactly.
That's all that is with this thing.
Yeah, like, that's
You
what-
just G
That's
on it
what
out.
I know.
That's half the songs you just said.
Yeah.
They
But
ain't
I
gonna
just
they ain't
called-
gonna go out there the way you
I
think.
just called out.
Yeah. Exactly. I think that they have now reached the point where they don't even care if they even really, like, they have to listen to it right there.
400 screws straight. What y'all know, what I been, nigga, killer, beef. I'm a west side, you whacking.
Yeah. They don't give a shit. They don't give a shit. Like, if my music was playing and that was the type of reaction that I saw to my music being played in the room, I would not be happy with that. Like, how, like, YG, how could you be happy with that reaction?
Taking it right there. They leave me no choice.
How could you be happy with that reaction? I don't know if I could. Like, they're all just sitting in the room with their heads just nodding like, dun, dun, dun. Okay, so, again, we all know that the game got the hit records, right? We all know that. And that is the point that I am making right here. That if Game were to be going up against Kendrick Lamar, you know, let me see if we can pull that up right here. Yeah. Yeah, if the Game were going up against Kendrick Lamar, then I would be more like, okay, some of their hits would sound good going up against each other. Why? Because they both have worked with the same team. Again, let me repeat that. Why? Because they both have worked with the same team. Meaning Dr. Dre, Eminem, Snoop, Aftermath, Interscope, Universal. Now, maybe the Game is just one of those rappers who, just like some of y'all had said earlier in the comment section, maybe he just couldn't control his personality correctly. Because you're right. It does seem like overall that there's a lot of rappers who don't F with game. It's almost like that one picture I saw today too trending on Twitter where it was like Drake with Sexy Red and a few other people. I think like, what was his name? One of the NBA players like Kevin Durant or something and a few others. And the picture just looked all gloomy. And they were just like kind of all outside, all gloomy and stuff. It just looked like a weird photograph. And I just thought like, yeah, man. I mean, it made me think a lot of things, but I guess the main point is like, you know, you got to watch the company you keep and all that too. And how Drake might have said some things that have pissed a lot of people off. And had Drake maybe just been cool or maybe didn't try to file that lawsuit, and had he just taken it like a man, like you lost that battle to Kendrick, dude, just take it like a man. You lost the battle. And it's the same thing with Game. Game, you're just not the best rapper from Compton. But I get it. You work with Dr. Dre too, who's also from Compton, right? And who's responsible for putting both of y'all on. Who knows? Somebody can look up the facts and see where this picture was taken. Could have been at a Dr. Dre party or something, right? Who knows? All I'm saying, though, is that, okay, we get it. You want to be the best rapper from Compton. But right now, majority of the people unanimously vote Kendrick Lamar. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they vote Kendrick. K-Dot. Kendrick Lamar. That's what they're voting. So you could try to take the place of that, but I don't know, man. But I understand, though. You should think that you are the best rapper from Compton. I'm not trying to take none of that away. But I guess what I'm also just saying here is that overall, it's very interesting to me that we have this Verzuz come up right after, all right? Like, right after he does a video not too long before that saying that he's the best rapper out of Compton. And then now, and we know it's not a coincidence. We know it's not a coincidence. Should we pull it up? Yeah, and then now we have two rappers from Compton that are battling each other. Straight up. Yeah, man. We have two rappers from Compton battling each other. And this was going to go back to my other point later, but I think I'm going to put it in another video where it's just like, are we using rap music to dumb down the generation and to make people stupid? Which is what I think is happening. I wouldn't be surprised. But that's a whole nother subject. Like how we have Apple Music and all these corporations that want to participate and fund gang violence within hip-hop music. But, you know,
Taking it right there. It leave me no choice.
that's a whole nother subject. Whole nother subject, y'all. But yes, this battle should seem very interesting. I'm hoping I'll be able to cover it live with y'all, yo. Yeah. I'm really hoping on that. But I gotta tell you, yeah, it's going to be an interesting battle. And the fact that the game has Dr. Dre, possibly Pharrell, who else? What are the other producers that he's worked with? Timberland, Scott Storch. Come on, man. We could just say production-wise, which is so funny that people haven't even really said it that much or enough out there. We could say production-wise. All right? Production-wise, the game wins this battle. That's the interesting part about this, that we could just go beat for beat. Beat for beat, the game wins this battle. And that's not to knock Mustard, but it's just like, come on, man. I don't think that DJ Mustard really holds up against Timberland or Kanye West. Not to mention Dr. Dre. Or at least Dr. Dre's ear. Because some people say, well, Dr. Dre, make those beats. Because that's what people are now starting to argue and debate online. Which, again, is a whole nother subject. But keep in mind, let's make notes of this. Because these are topics that we should bring up. But regardless of the fact, having Dr. Dre's ear and his guidance and his being of an executive producer, you having that along with the other major producers, yeah, I don't know if YG can really compete with that firepower. Yeah.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
I don't know. They mentioned it. But you know what I do think? I do think that he could possibly compete with Kendrick. Like, I think there's a possibility that he can compete with Kendrick Lamar. Like I said, because they both work with some of the similar producers. They both have some of the similar team members. And they're both on or were on the same label. But nonetheless, still acquainted with the same affiliates. Dr. Dre and Associates. Yo, that's what I'm saying, man. So this would be, in my opinion, a much more interesting battle. Would it happen? No. But should it even happen? I don't know. Just because they're from Compton, maybe. But if we're trying to say best rappers, it would have to be Drake. I've already said this. If they were to do a versus with Kendrick Lamar, his opponent would have to be Drake. But we know deep down, man, we know that the game, man, he wants Drake so bad. Or, I'm sorry, I mean Kendrick. Yeah, he wants Kendrick. He probably wants Drake too. But for the most part, he wants Kendrick so bad. Yo, man, thank y'all for tuning in, man. I hope you guys like, subscribe, share the channel. I think I'm about to get up out of here. I appreciate y'all. we're gonna see what happens tomorrow with the battle. I want to make sure that I'm ready and energized tomorrow, and ready for this battle and what's gonna happen. So I thank all of y'all that are tuning in. Make sure that you guys like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit the links down here, man. Hit the PayPal. This goes directly to me. It helps me out for like gas and food and all kinds of, the essentials that you need to be, in this earth and everything. So yeah, make sure that y'all hit the Cash App, $beatGrade. That's $BEATGRADE. I'm like the ping pong thing. Boom, 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 boom. Yo, so and then the PayPal right here. In case you don't have the Cash App, I got the PayPal, but it's all beatGrade, beatGrade.com. BEATGRADE. Beat like a music beat, and grade like you graded paper in school. I appreciate all that we get, man. All the donations. Shout out to the members. Shout out to the members, man. Yeah, I think, you're right. That's one thing that I got to do is I got to take a look at some of the members, man, because you guys are the ones that help make it possible. You're the ones that really helped me to be able to do this channel. You know what I'm saying? And to be able to keep it going. So, like, Phil, I see you. I think that's Reaper21. See you. The Moons. See you. Trey Quar. See you. Sean. See you. Caden. Thank you. Nicholas. Yeah, I've seen you before. Thank you, man. Prel, what's up? Wesley, shout out. Tony, shout out. Av McCree, shout out. And I think I said Caden, right? Caden Marilla, shout you out. Derry, shout you out. And yeah, I said Traquan. And the Moonshine. Moonshine. Y'all got some interesting names. Yo, thank you, man. I appreciate all y'all that are the members. You guys are definitely really cool, man. You guys helped me to be able to make this happen and to be able to get these streams out here and do this. So thank you so much for the support. You know what I mean? And like I said, even if it's just $1, that helps. But you guys are contributing way more than that, man. So I just want to say thank you for that, for your contribution, because it really does help. Yo, so other than that, man, yeah. Yeah, shout out to all of those that help the channel. For sure. Peace. Appreciate y'all. Yo, I'm gonna tell you like this, man. Good Kid, Mad City going up against the documentary would definitely be dope to see. That would definitely be so dope to see. Like, if I was gonna put two Compton albums against each other, it would probably have to be the documentary versus Good Kid, Mad City. Which is interesting, too, because it's actually both of their debut albums on Aftermath, I believe. Or Interscope. Definitely with Dr. Dre involved, that's for sure. Those would be the two albums. And I'm sure, obviously, I'm not the only one that's thought of this, because that's why Game is doing a versus with YG. He wouldn't be doing it otherwise. And as I've mentioned before, that is the reason why he just went on Shannon Sharp and it said this. He just said this. So, yeah. we're going to see what happens. But y'all tell me here. In the meantime, let's go back to this interview.
Language.
Speak the language, who down with our cause. So that's what it is. I don't think it's a bully, Suge Knight check-in thing. I think it's just like you should. And, you know, in the past, we've seen how it goes ugly when you don't. And I don't condone that in any way. I think it's, I don't like that. The Pass and the Pop Smoke, the PNB Rock thing, like I don't like that at all.
Okay, we don't even get into all the...
You went to Detroit to record with M.
Yeah.
What was that like? Because had you met M before?
Yeah, I met him before in LA at the Aftermath a few times. Like Sam, he was around. Like we were all tight knit in those days. But I went to Detroit, and that was probably the craziest studio session that I've ever been in, man.
What made it so unique?
Because M eats like Taco Bell, like it's like gum. Like he just eat Taco Bell, and he drinks Mountain Dew. And he also, sometimes he writes his raps in circles on a paper. And then when he read the raps, he turn it the opposite way. So he reading like that. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But one of the most talented rappers alive and that's ever been. And yeah, that experience in Detroit was kind of cool. Especially
when they told you, because I'm sure they probably told you about M before you actually saw him, and they said, man, hey, is this white dude? Bro, told you, because I'm sure they
live and that's ever been. And yeah, that experience in Detroit was kind of cool.
Okay. So, I'd like to speak on that real quick. Because didn't Game just recently, or not recently, but on one of his previous albums, didn't he try to diss Eminem? So, I mean, of course, we got Shannon Sharp that's going to ask, like, the questions that everybody wants to know the answers to. And that's cool. So, we have confirmation right here that the Game worked with Eminem. Sounding alarm for that. You know what I mean? The Game worked with Eminem. But the point of the matter is that didn't the Game diss Eminem in the song? Now, we know that he did because I remember hearing about this all on social media. But the interesting thing is that Eminem never responded.
Taking it right there.
Yeah, he never responded. He never had to. So that's why I'm just kind of like, again, this interview is a little interesting to me. It's a little interesting to me for the parts that are brought up, but it's like, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Like, now people are going to go back and they're going to do their research and they're going to look at these interviews with the Game, Shannon Sharp, talking about the verses, even afterwards, right? Because it's like, those of us that know, right? Those of us that know real hip hop, we all know that the Game really wants Kendrick. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know at the end of the day that the Game really wants Kendrick. That's who he wants. He's just doing this battle with YG as a publicity stunt. Come on, y'all. This is the publicity stunt, and no matter how tight and how dope the performance was that he did at the pop out,
Tell me who you love, bitch. Tell me who you love. I'm that nigga with the plug. Say what? I'm that nigga who got homies that be selling.
Huh. Interesting. Well, I don't know. We gonna see. We gonna see what they do. Or what he do. The cool thing is that the game and YG both seem like good entertainers. So I'm sure it'll be a very entertaining set to watch from the both of them. So I'm at least happy for that part. Make some noise for that. Yeah. Like, it'll be definitely a very entertaining set from the both of them. And, you know, shout out to Verzuz for doing this. I get it. They got to do the R&B sometimes, and then they do the hip-hop, and then they switch it back around. I get it. So, yeah, man. It looks like it's going to be great to see. I'm excited to see it, man. But like I said earlier, the game wishes that it was Kendrick. And that's who he really wants. And that's okay. He could want Kendrick. But Kendrick is too big to do a Verzuz. And he's not going to do that. And that's what I got to say. So make sure you guys follow, like, subscribe. I'm going to be back up on here. I usually try to get up on here a little bit earlier. Tomorrow, maybe a little bit later because of the Verzuz. And I may be watching it with some people. So we're going to see what happens with that. But if not, we'll definitely cover it the following, which I believe will be Friday. So, yeah, we'll definitely cover it. But, yeah, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. And make sure you guys like and subscribe and follow the channel. All right? I really appreciate y'all. Thank you. Here, let's play a little bit of this before we get up out of here.
No games from single block, down from the west. That was my homie that Bob was the name of the chest. This got a car, the homie shit's got a bust on. Niggas gotta go, we can't pull on. Nigga over. Oh, what's up, what's up? What's up, nigga? What blood?